too long ago.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Mack Brothers podcast. I'm Matthew.
Good evening.
That's Copernicus.
I'm Copernicus. Hello.
Copernicus.
Do you know, Matthew, that I went to improv school for 10 years?
Was it just you just fucking around when no one's around? Was that what you call improv school? You
Yes.
Talking to yourself?
Yes.
And what? I would love to go to a really terrible improv night.
That's what I learned.
Like, I would love to do that. That would be really funny.
To go to a bad one?
A really bad one. Like, just people that are not funny. They're nervous to be on stage. Like, that would be fucking great. It's not like going to a terrible open mic night is not that fun. We've been to several of them, and it hasn't been. It wasn't great. It wasn't like funny.
Worst performance I've ever seen live. And God bless this person's soul. They did a very slow acoustic version of Mr. Brightside.
Oh,
I think it lasted for maybe 11 minutes.
at World Cafe Live.
It was so bad. It was inexplicably bad. And then she did another original, which was also like 8 minutes. And like we ran out of time to do two songs. Both of our songs would have been 3 minutes apiece. So we had to play Pirate, which is on Nightbirds by the 1940s, that record, which was like 2 minutes and 16 seconds. We had to like rush through it because we were closing the open mic and we ran out of time. And it was because of that fucking fat idiot singing Mr. Brightside for 13 minutes.
And you know what? Fuck that MC too. He was annoying.
Oh yeah. I don't remember his name, but there was. I don't know if he still works there.
Yeah, sorry, man. We just don't have time for that. Like, we waited here and watched your open night and bought your food and bought your drinks and listened to your radio station, but you don't have an extra 3 minutes for us to play the two songs you signed up for?
Brought out the most people.
Yeah, oh, great. Thanks, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, look where we're at now. We're both in our apartments on our cell phones.
Yeah, you're damn right. I'm on a laptop. I'm not on the cell phone.
Oh, I'm on the cell phone.
Where's that?
I have a laptop
where's that fucking
on my
idiot?
lap.
Where's that fucking idiot? No one knows where he is either.
Yeah, I know where he's at.
I heard his mother doesn't even talk to him because he was really
took care of
for
him.
dinner one night.
I took care of him.
I do not put that past you. Not with
He's all right.
Not with the weird shit that you drink all the time.
Guess what? He never runs out of time now.
Yo, current events. I haven't been following anything. I don't know a lot of what's going on. I hear that the war in Ukraine is still going on and it's still really bad. So donate to something that can help. I actually donated like $5 to help displaced Ukrainian children. So go find something nice if you have any money. If you don't have money, maybe just share it. You know, that's free. And do something nice today, you know? It's a nice day out, at least here in Philly. So do something nice for someone today. Or don't. Or don't. Be an asshole to someone, I guess. And then you have a shitty day and you're a shitty person.
You know what I did today?
What?
That was really nice.
What did you do?
I had this opportunity to run over this lady and I didn't.
I was very generous of you because you probably should have been run over.
Yeah.
Dude,
but I didn't. I kept my composure, and and she crossed safely.
You know who's
I don't know what happened after, but
it was an all-time great. And I don't think you like getting into him as a kid and then growing up makes me appreciate him more. He's Carlin.
Oh yeah.
Like just as you get older and you start doing things that he talked about, like when you're fucking 11 and you get into George Carlin, you don't drive. So then you become an adult and you drive and you listen to his segment about driving and you realize how hilarious it is. Like his opening is, you know what the worst part about driving is? Other drivers. Like that's that's fucking hilarious. Hey, what are these things? What are these red lights about? You know what I say? I go right fucking through them.
Yeah. They still what did he say? They still exist?
Ugh. And the biker fucks. I say, didn't your parents ever tell you to keep your toys on the sidewalk?
My favorite joke, and it was the hardest I ever laughed for a Carlin joke, was when he was talking about things to keep people on their toes.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Look, people like to take a glove to the baseball field. I like to take a bat, knock it right back at them."
what a really, he was so
I'm on their
good.
toes.
So ahead of his time. I like how he opened his special. It's like the ballsiest open of any special. He's like, think about people who are against abortion or people you wouldn't want to fuck in the first place.
Yeah.
What a great way to open a special. It's like I feel like all like great entertainers or great mediums of entertainment open hot. You have to open hot. It's like a band playing a fucking lousy opener, and you're like, the fuck am I here for? Am I here to be fucking bored out of my mind?
The only time I ever heard like an opener with a band I liked, and I was like, well, that's weird. Airborne Toxic Event. They opened before they played anything. They were like, let's get the sad songs out of the way. And they played two really slow songs. I don't remember what they were.
That's fucking lame.
And then they were like, all right, now it's a rock show or whatever. And all their songs are sad still. But
yeah, but at least you can move.
You know what? Airborne Toxic Event is a pretty good band. I like a lot of their
first
stuff.
album. Their first album was great. Their second album was good, and then I don't know what happened to them.
I think they just got too. They just kept trying to make the same record, and then just slightly change it.
Yeah,
and
but then they named an album "Dope Machines." I mean, what a mistake.
Yeah.
Dope Machines, like you could call it, like even just Machines would have been better. Or I like these machines. Or,
I thought they meant like dope, like smack, like horse,
like a drug.
Yeah,
like drugs. Yeah, I thought the same thing too at first, actually. But then I talked to a pharmacist, and they told me otherwise. We're both in the Airborne Toxic Event.
I actually met the guitar player. I think his name's Steven. I met him after the show I was talking about.
He has some really good guitar lines.
Yeah, he's pretty talented, and he's super skinny.
Real quick,
I had like 3 of his legs in my one leg.
This week's sponsor, the maker of mugs, MT4. Thank you for sponsoring our podcast this week. And
thank you for sponsoring the pod. Check MT4 out on the gram. I don't think his thing is MT4. I don't know what it actually is.
Check out Franklin Conyer Bird.
Yeah, Franklin.
Check that out. He is a bird.
Check out his bird.
Yeah, check out his fucking bird. He's a sponsor of this week's podcast, and he wins the most fabulous mug awards.
Oh, generosity award this week goes to Mike Testa, MT4.
Yeah, there you go.
For making us mugs, giving us mugs.
You will receive a figurative plaque in the mail.
Ready? If you want a hug, or you want a mug, or you want a chug.
Man, you're just full of them tonight.
Wow.
As the sun beats on my face tonight.
Very poetic.
Yes. I was actually nominated in high school for Least Likely to Be a Poet.
And that still rings true.
I wrote a haiku about feces. There's some arts that should be forgotten. And often I feel like haikus can be one of them. Or similes. When's the last person said, "Hey, John, I have a great simile. You want to hear it?"
What is a simile?
No one knows. It's not a form of a poem. I'm just making it up. Simile means same. It's like a similar word.
All right, ready?
What am I ready for?
A simile is.
It means same.
She is as sly as a fox. That knife is as sharp as a razor. He's as sick as a dog. It was as big as an elephant. That's it. That's example. That's examples of a similar.
Oh wow, very very enlightening.
He's as tired as
I
a
just
sheep.
like to put words together sometimes, and I just say them. I feel like if you just say you were in ancient Greece or you were in ancient Rome, and you walked around and you thought a lot, I feel like I could totally pass as a philosopher in those days. Like your job is to think. I think of new things that no one's ever thought of,
Yeah.
That's the problem with modern day society. Everyone gets a Twitter account and all of a sudden they're fucking Aristotle.
Yeah.
These fucking millennials and Gen Z, whatever they are, Gen Z.
Is it Gen Z?
Well, Z is what I think Australians say. They say Z.
Are we the same? Are we the same or are we different generations?
We're millennials, brother. I'm like the last year for millennials.
Yeah. Yep. Wait, no.
Oh, what am I?
You're Gen Z. I'm a millennial.
Am I like the first year of Gen Z? Am I like a pioneer of Gen Z?
You're the second year of Gen Z, and I'm the second to last year of millennial.
Wow. So we bridged the gap. So that means if you're in either generation, this is a perfect time for you to go check out our new single, Cup of Coffee. It's made specifically for millennials and Gen Zers. And you can also, if you're from the silent generation and you're still alive, one, good for you. If you can still hear and you're from the silent generation, listen to the song and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, because obviously you're from the silent generation. You don't speak. And that's all I have to say about that.
Guess what? There's a lot of silent generation folks around still.
Really? How many people you know from 1900?
Well, the silent generation is 25 to 45.
I thought that was the greatest generation.
No, the greatest generation is 10 to 24. Which really don't make sense.
No, it really doesn't. Maybe all this generation stuff is just really fucking stupid.
If you were born in 2013 or up, you're a Gen Alpha.
Yo, you know what people were saying? People were saying to me, they rag on about generations and stuff. And what I realized was that every generation does it. So maybe it just doesn't fucking matter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just one big stupid thing. Maybe it's just a ploy by baby boomers to keep all the money from us.
Nothing matters.
No, you know what? It doesn't. That's why my favorite song is Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. I listen to it every day while I drive to work and every day when I drive home from work too, to get myself in the right headspace.
I wouldn't listen to that song on the way to work if, every time I went to work, if I only went to work once ever.
Yo, everyone's had this experience. I know you have more than you would have liked to. You're driving in insert friend name's car and their playlist comes on when they turn their car on and it's nothing but sad fucking sappy bullshit. How is that all someone listens to? Don't you just wake up one day and go, maybe I want to put something fucking happy on for a change and maybe smile for once? Doesn't anybody fucking smile anymore?
Your nose! Who? Bastang.
Yo, you know what though? When you think about it, Who Bastang, that song, The Reason, that song's at work.
Is it though?
Not really. It's not that bad of a song though. It could be worse. It's really funny to play at a party while everyone's drunk.
What have they done besides that? Or they have a song that came out last year, 2 years ago.
Of course they're still recording music that no one listens to.
It's called Disappear, which is what they did.
This what we have in common with Hoobastank?
No one listens to
us. Yeah.
Yeah, but all that's going to change. Why? Because second sponsor of the pod. we are now working with Tinderbox Promotions to promote our new single, Cup of Coffee, and also our older singles, Marino and Miss Sunday, and our B-side, All My Heart. They're very easy to work with. The promo starts tomorrow, so you'll probably, it's
You might hear us on the radio.
You might hear us on the radio around the world, college radio. So listen to college radio as much as possible, and then maybe you'll listen to our sweet little voices.
I'll give you some advice, though. If you're in your 60s and you want to listen to our music and you want to go to your nearest local college radio station, don't just wander around the campus for no reason. Find a little alcove and get the transistor radio and listen to it there.
Hide it under your pillow just in case your parents don't want you to listen to it past a certain time.
And make sure that you keep your Mack Brothers nightlight on while you do it.
Yes. Coming soon.
Coming soon. It's just a picture of John with food on his face, illuminated. And
do I have food on my face right now?
No, I don't think you do. And it spins around at night, and it's different images of John eating. That's our.
What is that called?
Nightlight.
Ain't that like called the Calypso or something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not into the home decor world, John. Not like you.
What's the best home decor items?
I don't know. Who gives a fuck?
I care.
Potpourri. I know a great home decor thing. You need to have poop drops in your bathroom, so if your guests have to, do the old stink, they don't feel embarrassed.
Was it Wayfair that was doing that thing?
They're the ones that merged with Etsy.
Etsy was the one that was selling the kids.
Yeah, they were selling they sell all kinds of shit. They were selling white nationalist stuff on there, and
no. There was like a legit. It was fucking what is it called?
Oh, it was a conspiracy. You can't say for sure, but they were selling like a bureau. It's like bureau that's this height and this weight for like $20,000, and it's discreet shipping. Like, it was very suspicious. People were thinking.
I think it was Wayfair.
People were thinking that they were shoving kids in these bureaus or something and shipping them.
Dude, it was fucking wild though. It was really like some of the descriptions of the things would have
I remember you sent it to me. It was like 4 years ago. I remember this.
Evidence that if you combine the names, they would become like some of the kids that were missing. Or something like that.
Yeah. It was something like that. Like a Greg high top drawer or something. And you'd be like, what?
Matt, give me 30 seconds. Dr. John is going to describe the Wayfair conspiracy without knowing anything about it.
All right, hold on. Let me bust out my my stopwatch that's built into my digital device. Oh, I just got a bill. Great. Oh, God.
Bill.
Ugh.
I don't pay bills anymore.
Ready? You're on.
All right. So Wayfair was selling children that were missing. And the way they would do it was in the description, like a cabinet would be 17 grand. And it's like, why the fuck is this cabinet $17,000? And then you look in the description and it was like some of the names of missing kids. And like, there was all this shit. Like, it was like things that should be $200 were 17 grand. Why are they 17 grand? Because there's kids inside of them.
Done. Thank you for another week of Dr. John. This is child trafficking with Dr. John.
All right. Well, speaking of doctors, our album
what a
of the week.
Segue! Yeah, I'm fucking with it. We're media professionals now.
Speaking of doctors, our album of the week is by a local Philly band.
They just stopped touring.
Another great YouTube person like ourselves, Pat Finney, who does What Makes the Song Stink and references Beato a whole lot as a joke. He's really good friends with Dr. Dog. Dr. Dog is our Philly band who played their last show a couple months ago, or like a month ago. When was
New
the
Year's.
last show? Oh, it was in
Their last show was
January.
on New Year's.
January. Huh?
Their last show was on New Year's. It was December 31st, New Year's Eve.
Oh,
Their
I
last
seen
show
them like
ended. Yeah, you seen like their like third to last show. All right,
I
let's get
seen
the
them
fuck on with it.
December-
They're a Philly band. They have a really great album. They just played their last show
fuck
at the
you.
end of the year.
I'm describing my great night that I had December 30th.
Yeah, well, start describing
Seeing
it.
Dr. Dog. Well,
My
Dr.
great night
Dog-
that I don't remember.
Well, you weren't there. I remember. Dr. Dog, excellent band. We're gonna miss seeing them live. The album of the week is Shame, Shame by Dr. Dog. It's a fucking excellent album, top to bottom.
So good.
It starts out with an incredible, every great album has to have an incredible opener. And Stranger is a great fucking start to an album.
What a complete song.
Yeah. Toby on Vox for that one. Excellent, excellent song. I do
Really
believe
expanded
they're
on this
like
album.
they're like unbelievable lyricists. Like, I think they're most known for their harmonies and their melodies, but their lyrics are phenomenal.
Shout out to Frank, their guitar player and full-time backup singer. Man, he's fucking great.
Oh my god, he has the voice. He could sing like 6 different octaves.
Yeah, he's insane.
And he's like 6'6". He could also probably play basketball really well.
Yeah. Oh, boy, I bet he does.
I'd still beat him though.
Or volleyball. He's like the guy that would come out. He was actually a professional volleyball player, like for like 10 years, and we never.
Yeah.
Knew. You'd be like, oh, that's Frank from Dr. Dog. He's just a pro volleyball player. Who would have thought?
Yeah, these guys are fucking great. Next song is probably I would say their most famous song, or one of their most famous songs, Shadow People.
Oh my God. What a
gorgeous
like
song.
Neon lights on Baltimore. Like I live up the street from there. It's really cool.
Some backyard and some plastic chair, hoping these cigarettes will save us. Like, what a great line that just puts you in a spot that you just like. I think we've all been in a backyard with our, in a plastic chair.
Drinking. Probably
Drinking.
not smoking, but drinking.
Yeah. Not cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
Not our soft bitch ass generations. They don't smoke cigarettes anymore.
Not my lungs. Not these lungs.
Losers.
Yeah. Fucking.
Shadow People really is such a fantastic song. And that has so many earworms built into it.
The end part when it's just they're just rocking on that. There's one guitar just playing a fucking D. It's a drop D note on an electric guitar. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. It's so big. It reminds me of the Who.
It is very Who-like, but with their own stuff. They're the Philadelphia Beatles. That's what I like to call them. Dr. Dog. Third, Station. Matthew, talk a little bit about Station.
It's just another fantastic fucking. So, just for a little small bit of background, when they put this album out, they had we're gonna go on a little bit of an adventure, but when they put this album out, they had been super lo-fi before that, and I think they worked with a new producer. So this album had a much different feel to it than the other albums. John, now we're in fire again. Through the fire, that's all. So when they put this album out, it was just a tremendous upgrade from probably their previous work, as far as like their songwriting, their instrumentation, the compositions. These are big sounding songs. These are singles. This isn't like a lo-fi Philly band. This is a big national act that's making their presence known on a worldwide stage. And that's why this album is so fucking awesome. So when you have a song like Station, it just fucking takes you to the same place as the other ones do. It's such a great fucking song.
And then number 4,
some background.
Number 4, Unbearable Why.
Oh, I love the song. I think the song's about going to prison.
The guitar work in the song is just really excellent.
It is.
And the bass line, I mean, every bass line is excellent. Toby's a great singer, great bassist. Scott is one of the best lyricists in the whole world. Great guitar player.
Maybe it's about karma.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's interesting. I do like that. Yeah, there's some parts in that song that are really, almost like ambient. Don't really sound like guitar, but are guitar, and it's really cool.
Yeah. Well, the high in the sky alone, that guitar part.
Yeah. But then you have Toby in the background. Ba-da-dun, bum, ba-da-dun, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Next is Where'd All the Time Go? One of my favorite
I love this fucking
lyrics. Sometimes Scott McMicken has lyrics that just kind of end the thought, and like they're such statements, like, but they're very they're also still
a collection
very,
of matching statements, really.
Not, I shouldn't even say statements. They just like end. They end the thought. They kind of come out of nowhere. Like, ain't no way to sweep up the mess we made. Excellent lyric. What's the end of the first?
He gets dressed up like a pillow.
So she's always in there.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. It's
Excellent
a sonic. It's a huge. It's a big song, you know.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like anyone can relate to the factor of time is flying by faster than you can really figure it out.
Yeah.
You know? See how their hands go waving goodbye. It's like a pretty interesting way to, you know, there's plenty of people in your life that you don't talk to anymore. So it's just a really cool way songs can really tell you so much.
Next up is Later, which is a personal favorite of mine.
You talk about this one.
So it was one of the first things I taught myself on guitar that was more than just like very simple notes. It's one of the best vocal performances Toby has. The guitar riff though, it's almost like circus like.
I got a job. I got a.
The lyrics are fucking great.
I got away. Yeah, they have some pretty all over their songs. They have great arrangements.
What was he say? I'm running late. You call the Undertaker because you have so much shit to do. Like it's such an impatient fucking song.
What all the fuss is all about.
And the funny thing is that it feels like something I would write, or at least I would think that I would write something similar, because I think it's about, you know, being impatient about how someone's impatient about your lateness.
Yeah, you would definitely write something about
like
that.
Like he's waiting forever, but you know, he also takes his time sometimes, and he gets shit for it. I don't know. Love it. Next up, I Only Wear Blue.
I love this song. You know, this is one of those songs that I feel like goes so much faster than it actually is, because it's like a 3 or 4 minute song, but the song feels like it's maybe like a minute. You know, like that's kind of how I feel about this song. Like, there's so many. It's like 3 different songs. The song's really like Beatles song. When you listen to this whole album, you're gonna get major Beatles vibes. Any Dr. Dog stuff, they have a close sound because they have a lot of blues and a lot of acoustic-y stuff. So
yeah,
this song is I don't know what it's about, but
I think it's just about being sad about something. Seems like the end of a relationship or something.
Excuse me.
Let's get on with it. We haven't got too much time, and I don't want to stay here. The sun don't ever shine. Say the words and open up the blinds. What a great part. I didn't just I just said the lyrics and I forgot how great they were. Yeah. I don't want to stay here because the sun don't ever shine. So say the words and open up the blinds.
That is a great lyric.
Oh, God damn.
I do like how the song
Got
ends.
McMicken.
I do like how the "excuse me, forgive me, I only wear blue." I love the way
Yeah.
they do that part.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It resolves the song really nice.
Mm. And then Someday,
Another great song.
you talk about this one.
So Someday follows up that song really great. The thing with some of these songs is that when you first listen to them, I don't really think you can appreciate them fully. Like, I really feel like the best bands grow on you, you know? And I feel like this was one of those songs where, like, I didn't give a fuck about it for a while, and then I really started listening to it more, just kind of like in the context of the album. And it's one of those songs that I feel like is more of an album filler song, but it's still a good song, and it grows on you. And I feel like the best songs grow on you, or the best bands have songs that grow on you more than you originally would have anticipated.
Yeah, I think too, this is like probably the darkest on the album.
Yeah.
Which they do dark songs really great as well. They have a lot of like their earlier stuff is pretty scary. Some of the songs like Die 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 or what's that other one?
They're kind of sad dudes.
I lived the fool's life. I lived the fool's life, baby, and now I'm dying.
Say something's a little spooky at the end.
Yeah, excellent. But they're excellent. And some days in that vein, it starts really fucking. It takes like a minute to really even come in because there's just like, it almost sounds like what dust traveling sounds like.
Yeah.
And then this boom boom piano comes in. Really great though. That's a Toby classic. Number 9, Mirror Mirror.
Oh, I this is one of my favorite songs on the album. I love this song.
Yeah, it's excellent.
It's such a great chorus. I love the vocal effects when they're saying the mirror, mirror on the wall. There's no reflection.
Mirror,
Like a great, like phasery, chorusy, whatever they have, filtery underwater sound going on. It's awesome. It's really.
I like
really
the
good.
they're looking high, they're looking low.
Yeah.
That drum shit.
Maybe if it brought a woman in to do some vocals, some background vocals on that too.
Is this Eric Slick drumming?
No, it's fantastic drumming on the album though.
I didn't know this. You ready for this? Do you know who helped write Shadow People?
Who's that?
Dan Auerbach.
No shit.
Yeah, swear to God.
Fucker's got his hands in a lot of different pots, doesn't he?
He's one of my absolute idols when it comes to
songwriting.
All the things that he does.
Yeah,
everything.
Very talented.
He has his own studio, I think. He has his own record label.
Go listen to Years. Go listen to the song by Years.
Co-writes everything. He like produces everything. Like I love him to death.
A great example of work he does outside of what he actually writes for himself is Years by John Anderson. He produced that album. He produced that song, and it was released on his record label. John Anderson's a kind of a country legend if you're in the country world. More of an outlaw country guy, and Years is a great song about from the point of view of an old person. Probably one of the best types of songs of that manner. It's really good.
And he worked a lot with Cage the Elephant on
the best sounding album.
She don't mess around.
Their best sounding album. Tell me I'm
Back to Dr. Dog. We got 2 songs left. Mirror Mirror is excellent. Eliza Jones is the guest vocals on that you said.
Shout out to Eliza Jones.
Jackie Wants a Black Eye, number 10.
I mean, is there anything that can be said about the song? It's a fucking classic.
One of the most beautiful songs ever written. It's literally written about him and 2 friends were at a bar and they were talking about their lives, and he wrote it when he got home. And he had
so good. I have chills thinking
the two friends that he was talking to. He had guest vocals on the actual track. It's beautiful. It's very heartfelt.
Great drums. Great
it's
bass.
such a pure. It's very. I mean, you want to talk about the Beatles? It might be one of the most Beatles songs they've ever done.
and it's quality. It's just as good as any songs that they've done. It's that good.
Yeah. And closing track, the title track, Shame, Shame.
I love this song. This song actually really got me into them when I was younger. I really like the slide guitar in the beginning. I really like the mellow vibe of the song. And then I also like when it builds up and turns into a whole different kind of song.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think the lyrics are pretty cool. Sometimes men aren't very open with things, so it's kind of cool to hear what he has to say about that kind of thing in a song,
Mm-hmm.
But it's a really, really great song. I think it's a ballsy closer.
Yeah, it's a fucking it's this. There's the slide guitar is really my favorite part of the song. Whee! Like it adds so much. The guitar solo at the end is just phenomenal.
It's a moment. That song's a moment, really.
It's a moment. It's 5 minutes. It's one of their longer songs.
It's like Moment of Surrender by U2. It's the same kind of song.
Yeah.
We could talk about Dr. Dog for fucking hours. They have so many.
I love everything they've done. I love almost everything. There's a couple.
There's like Psychedelic Swamps, kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, but there's still great songs on that. Fire on My Back, Bring My Baby Back to Me.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, they have a lot of bonus tracks on this record, but Nobody Knows Who You Are is
Great song.
phenomenal. It could have been on the album. It's excellent. And on all the bonus tracks, on the bonus tracks, that's Eric Slick.
Oh wow, they made the transition then, I guess.
Who taught our friend Tyler Marino how to drum?
Shout out to Tyler Marino and Eric Slick.
Yes.
Go listen to Shame Shame. To me it's a classic album.
There are huge influences on us, and I don't know how much you heard their influence so far, but you'll definitely hear it coming out eventually.
Absolutely.
I mean, maybe if you listen to Minerva, you'll hear a lot of Dr. Dog.
You'll hear some tidbits if you listen close enough.
Yeah, if you really put the magnifying glass to Minerva, you might hear some Dr. Dog influence.
You might. You really might. Well, everyone, thank you for coming again and staying with us and listening to what we have to say. We're probably wrong about most things.
Yeah, but not about this. Not about Dr. Dog, and not about
two things.
Cup of Coffee.
Boom.
Our new single, Cup of Coffee. So, shout out to our sponsors again, MT4 and Tinderbox Promotions. Get your hugs and chugs from MT4. Get your music plugs from Tinderbox.
Hugs, chugs, and plugs.
Hugs, chugs, and plugs.
But not butt plugs.
Unless you want them.
I mean, if you want butt plugs, I'm sure that Tinderbox can maybe make a Tinderbox themed butt plug. I don't know if that's the business term, but
I think you're thinking of the other company, Tinderbutt.
Yeah, sorry, wrong Tinderbox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everyone. Thank you for listening again, as always.
Bye.
Stay tuned for more. Like and
subscribe.